So I talked to Mike off air. I think what we do, because we're going to talk a lot about the National, and again, to Mike's point, it won't be just about that event, but how it relates to the market. But we're going to do it in phases so that we can break this up into content later. So I thought first we do opinions, just right off the bat, initial thoughts, you go, I go type of thing. Okay. And maybe we do a like, then dislike.
What set the tone? Just ask me what you want to ask or say what you want to say, and I'll go.
All right, your opinion. What did you like about the show?
Let me start with this, then I'll give you a like. I have seen and heard a lot of comments already in the Facebook group and Instagram about, oh, typical National, everything's overpriced. There's everything. I guess it's like the cool thing to just crap on and complain about everything. Mm-hmm. I thought by and large, this was I told you, and I bought stuff I spent more at this show than any other show ever. Like trade value wise, buying super low end, buying high end. I thought this was the most reasonably priced room as a whole that I've ever seen at a National. Yeah. And what's interesting is every time I would make a deal with a person, almost every time, like the big stuff, it would be something along the lines of, yeah, dude, I paid $900 for that card a few months ago or 8 months ago. Cool. What's the value? He's like, dude, I'll take 3. Yeah, it's worth 3. But people acknowledged it, but there was at least in most cases, the mindset was, yeah, we're upside down and it doesn't matter. And I even traded stories with people I was trading with. Hey, what's the value of this Kobe? $2,000. One guy even asked me, he's like, what'd you pay for this Kobe, the Rose Zero? I was like, oh, 26. He's like, oh, really? That's good. I was like, no, 26,000. He was like, what? I was like, yeah, but it's worth $2,000 today. I'm willing to move. I think that was the mindset of most people. And it was super easy to identify the tables early that were just worthless.
Oh, for sure.
My favorite answer of all time, the guy, I don't even know who the person was. There's a Peyton Brady booklet. It opens up like a horizontal booklet.
Okay.
Jerseys on both sides, auto on both sides. It's from, I don't know, like 2015, 2013, something like that, triple threads. This was the one-of-one version, granted, but they're all low-numbered anyways, and it was just jersey patches, not actual multicolored patches.
Okay.
The card is maybe worth $5,000. John was with me. Happy John. Mm-hmm. I asked the guy, I was like, what's the price on this? Because I thought, we're at the National. I think I even made the comment, like, even if this dude says 6, at the National, I could probably get him down because I like the card.
Sure.
40. I literally just started laughing, and he's like, well, it's on consignment. There were a few instances. I asked about another Griffey, an early 90s refractor, worth about $2,500. The guy quoted me 10 and then proceeded to tell me how rare it was. That's why it's worth $2,500, because it's rare. Yeah. There were plenty of morons in the room. But overall, I actually thought this was the most reasonably priced. Like people, we talked to Burns at Grand Slam. Dude had moved 7 Jordan rookies by Friday morning.
I need to know, when you're saying that too, as far as pricing, were you actually looking it up and comparing it, like for the most part? Okay, I just
anything I ask about, I look up and I'm like, hey, what is this worth?
Okay, because that was the same thing with me, and I found that to be what other guys were saying too. Is like, hey, I looked this up, and actually it came back and bit me in the back end. That's a little PG rating there. I talked to Josh over at PC Sports Cards because I was trying to first trade that LeBron card to him. So I brought the LeBron that I won from Courtyard at the Mint Collective, and it's last sold for $830. But Card Ladder also has this little feature where it's like, hey, this is what the Card Ladder value, what we deem it should be worth. And he's like, oh, this says $630. I'm like, so what? I don't care. I want something close to 800. He's like, no, you told me to use this app. That's what I'm going to base the pricing off of. But it does seem like everybody, before they did any sale, unless they were just an outright no, they looked up card pricing right there, except for the garbage people, which I'll get to on the dislike section. But yeah, I'll let you continue.
What did you like? I'm done. That was all you liked, is the price? No, but I don't want to monopolize this whole thing.
No. Okay, so as far as like
our Wi-Fi connection's gone. Is that going to mess up the recording?
No. You've mentioned that several times. Anytime you see that, you don't have to worry about it because that's just the TV.
Every time I see that, I will worry. Okay, what did you like?
So the overall, I do think the pricing was not just your opinion, because I started asking guys because I wanted this content for the show today. Other than one guy, everyone said the pricing was really good. Actually, 2 guys said pricing was too high, but they were able to negotiate down. So that was, I think some guys just had maybe old stickers on there or whatever, where the price was high, but once you started to work with them, they were definitely willing to come off of that price. I saw multiple times where it was like, they were coming down a third right off, like, hey, what would you take for this card? And it's like, the card says $240, and right off the bat they're like, nah, I'll do like $170, something like that.
That's good.
So I was like, it does seem like, to Mike's point, these guys have gotten the point of, hey, market's not coming back to where it was. We're going to really try and get some cash flow in here to make other moves, because there are other moves to be made where guys can make some money. I do not appreciate the,
whoa. This
I'm
is
sorry,
the
I'm
likes.
sorry. I do appreciate, we'll say that there were so many new booths and companies and sections. However,
You're going to spill into my dislike. Don't ruin this now.
I'm not going to
Set the
dislike it.
freaking rules.
I like that there was so much diversity. How about that? I'll stop right there.
Okay.
There was a ton of diversity. There was a ton of really cool setups, really big things, really customer interactive things. So there were games at certain booths. There were giveaways. There was all kinds of energy in most sections of the place. And the fact that so many guys came up to us and just wanted to say, hey, they didn't even necessarily want anything at all other than just say how much they appreciate what we do. That was awesome. That was my favorite part. I mean, of course, that would probably be most people's favorite part, but it means a lot, especially like the guys who come up with their families and they're like, I don't really even want a picture with you myself. I just want a picture with you and my kid. Like, I don't know. I think that's really cool.
I agree. Yeah, we had great interaction there as well.